Okay, once we change this to 150, 992 will immediately change to 942. So that is modification of the product name. This one too can be modified. If we load it, maybe the total live weight is not this, it is supposed to be something else. It can be adjusted accordingly. So that is that about slaughter log. Now we are going to be discussing how do we generate reports. To generate reports, let's close this slaughter log. What we need to do is come to this report in the center of the sheet. Presently we have two reporting sheets, one for layers broiler production and the other one for slaughter production reports. For layers, you can generate from a particular day to a particular day, but if we want to generate for just one day for a daily report, all we need to do is just make sure that from day and to day are the same, like we are looking at on the screen right now. By default, if we should open the report, let's close it first. If we should open it, it will be giving us today's date, so we can then backdate this one if we want to go to the past to generate results from the past. So for example, let us generate a layers production report for 15th of January this year. 15th of January. Now here you can see we have three different boxes. This is because we can have simultaneous batch on ground at the same time, but there's a limit to how much batch that can be reported at once. For now, layers can only report for 3 batches at a time. That means we can report for batch 1, 2, 3 at once in one file. If we have 4 batches of layer on ground, for example, it means we will do for batch 1, 2, 3, we will now come back and do for 4 separately. That is it. But if we have less than that, it means it will just be at a go. The same thing applies to broiler. So, but in the system we currently have up to batch 3 batches, so let's just put batch 1 for layers here, batch 2, batch 3. For broiler 2, let us print for batch 1, batch 2, batch 3. If batch, maybe we only have batch 1 and batch 2 and 3 are not available, we can just leave it at 0. We can leave it at 0. So, but let's just put it at batch 1 and 2. So now once we set all this, the value, the date, the batch we want to print, then just say print to PDF. The system will do the magic, or its magic, and tell you where it has been saved. Usually it is going to save it in the same directory where your application is saved on the system. So let us say OK. In my own case, it is saved in the same place. The same place where your application is saved is where it is going to save it, and it is going to name it as production report 15th of January 2022 to 15th of January 2022. Since it is the same day, let's double click to open it and see how it looks like. Now here it's what our report looks like. From the middle we have the logo of the company, the right is the address of the company. From day 15th of January to 15th of January. It is printed on March 22, 2022, and we printed for batches 1, 2, 3 layers production, and these are the parameters. Age in weeks is currently blank. that was intentional. Opening balance for batch 1 on this day, this is it. Opening balance for batch 2 and opening balance for batch 3. You can see that batch 3 is all 0 because as at January 15th, we don't have any batch 3 on ground. We only have batch 1 and batch 2. So these are the production percentage on that day is 78. For batch 2 is 73. So let's go see broiler. So broiler on the January 15th, we don't have broilers on ground at all. That's why everything is on 0. For the feed, the next part is the feed. As of January 15th, the egg balance we have on ground in crates / pieces, we have 46 crates, 19 pieces on ground, and we have crack egg 27 pieces. The feed have not been imputed, so is why it's giving us all zeros, which means we don't have any feed on ground. This is because there is no feed record for that date. Let us quickly confirm that. Let's go to our feed and let's go to dates. Now we can see that feed log starts from 23rd of February, so which means 15th of January there is no feed. Let us print report from 1st of January till date. 1 2 3 sorry 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So let's print this. Now it has done its magic. Let's go to our folder and see. Now this is the 15th to 15th. Now 1st of January to 22nd of March. Now it's still the same format. Now we can see that on the laying data, the from date is 1st of January, to date is March 22. Now we have some difference here. Batch 3, which I used to do sample on the training, you will see that the 1000 bros that I log in that we bought is there as closing balance, but others, because we did not put any data, is 0. Now here is telling us the mortalities we have between 1st of January to 22 of January is 28. For batch 2, 47. Closing balance at the end of 22 is 1397, and this one is 1016. Total egg produced in crates, total pieces, total crack, percentage production between that date, which is like the average percentage between 1st and 22nd of March. Feed intake, you can see this one is 5000, this one is 3217. It is the addition of all feed in kg. This 5000 means between this date to this date they consume 5000 kg. So if we should do the math and divide this 5000 kg divided by 25, will give us the number of bag they consumed. That means they've taken 200 bags. The same thing applies to this, and the feed efficiency, which is egg per kg feed, is telling us this batch is giving us 6.5 egg per kg feed they eat. This one is giving us 6.32 egg per kg feed they eat. Let's go to broiler. Now, unlike the first one, broiler